Perfect. And let's move to our monk. Anything RP you want to add to your day?
Yeah, so I'm going to just kind of work with one of the guards through the day and just kind of teach him or her, something of the martial skills. And as I'm teaching the skills to that person, I'm identifying some things that I might be able to change and do differently, or find something new in how I'm teaching it that I learn, and kind of do a Karate Kid montage scene. Just doing the training, and then after I'm done the training for maybe 2 or 3 hours, I'll go and meditate for another couple hours, just to kind of think about the things that I just learned in teaching somebody else something.
Okay, great, perfect. Our ranger, anything you want to add narrative-wise to your day?
I head out with, I guess, Armel, or without Armel, it doesn't matter, to the tree I feel the most comfortable getting as far as I can, and closest to the forest, and I just sit there, sort of cross-legged, sitting down with my legs crossed, with my bow on my lap, looking out into the forest and really just concentrating on what I'm seeing. If I catch any creatures in my vision, I concentrate on them and try and identify where they are, even when they're outside of my line of sight. And when Greybeard comes up to me and asks us to attack him, when I teach him, hey, check your 6, I test out doing the same thing, using my energy and projecting it through my arrow to create a different effect that's just not an arrow. And in this case, for it to sort of explode into almost a net, where I could catch somebody and stop them from moving. And so that's what I practice.
Yeah, cool. And are you going to be getting an animal companion at some point?
No.
Oh, you're not going that route?
No, I'm not going Beastmaster.
Oh, okay. Because I was going to say that you might also see while you're in the woods the glimpse, of that animal, but it just kind of it's a fleeting glimpse. But you're not going Beastmaster. So okay, well, yeah, all the bow skills work out perfectly. Okay, great. And even a couple of the guards, we'll do some ask you about target practice or better ways to be more accurate with firing bows, and they'll listen to your pointers and your tips on archery and such.
Yeah, and I go like full on teacher mode, like I would back in the village, teaching other guards that.
Okay. Our mage, anything you want to add narrative to your day of reading dusty books?
No, that's pretty much it. I'm going to spend most of the day up in the library, really going over this new defensive stuff that I found.
Okay. And then Armel, anything you want to add narrative to your druidic day?
It would appear that I can now change shape into an animal form. So if the ranger would like some practice tracking an animal in the forest, I can help with that. Or if Greybeard's up for it, I can wrestle with him as a brown bear.
Wrestle a bear.
I'm sure that's on his bucket list. All right, awesome. All right, so that's going to lead us through the day and towards the end of the day. Now, what's happened is all the bodies have been gathered as far as the villagers, and you've had to move some of these rocks to get to them, and some of them there wasn't really much to bring back up to the northern side. It's been pretty gruesome. So you're having that day of training, you're having that exercise, but you're also seeing some pretty grisly sights. And there's a lot of time to contemplate the idea of what if this had been my village and giants have just flown over and just started dropping rocks, or what if it had been Waterdeep, or what if we had just been camping on the side of the road and they dropped these rocks on us, out at the middle of the night or whatever. So it really is a chance for you to contemplate the power and destructive ability that these giants that have attacked this town have, and kind of sits with you a little bit as far as you're moving bodies and the grisly remains. The goblins are just goblins. You've seen them 100 times. You've fought them before. And we're going to move all the bodies, and they're going to all get burned out to the west of town. And just they just threw all them together. Everybody's been searched. All that stuff has been doled out. There's no weapons or anything on them. It's just bodies. So there's a burning... Oh, go ahead.
We're helping with the bodies of the villagers or the townspeople, right?
Yeah, you certainly can. Yep.
Okay. Yeah, Jarral wants to.
Yeah.
So he'll find time.
And they'll need
the
help.
day.
Yeah, there's help.
Okay.
The guard changes a couple times throughout the day. As I just get rid of some of these bodies that are here. Give me just a second. I think that's all of them. Yeah. So the guard changes out a couple of times. And just before late dinner time, you guys have maybe had a meal and you've just finished up. All the bodies have been taken care of. The guards are kind of sitting around. The ones that are not on duty. There's one watch, and two of them are they're hanging out by the gate mostly and just conversing with each other. The gate is raised if everybody's back into the town at this point towards the dinner time. And you hear a whistle from the tower. Where are you guys at just after you're eating dinner? Or where would you guys eat dinner at?
So would we have had the opportunity to talk as a group about what we want to do before dinner, or are we going to wait till after dinner to do that?
You can, either's fine, whatever the group wants to do. You guys tell me.
If you want to have a conversation, probably as we were eating, right? Like once we finally congregated in one spot again, that would be the best timing, I would think.
Okay. So how long would we have time to have that conversation as we're eating before that whistle?
Oh, you guys can eat for an hour if you want. Up to you.
Okay.
It'll happen after you guys are just finishing eating. So
okay.
However long you want to take.
All right. So let's where do we want? Don't really have the one. Well, I guess we could have the conversation here. So Jarral kind of suggests to the group that we should determine what our course of action is going to be in the morning. If we're going to remain here to help protect the town, or if we're going to go out in search of the townspeople in the caves, or if we're going to go seek out the elf. Can't remember what her name was.
Orana Swiftwater.
That's the one. Yeah, Orana.
I'd be all for finding the townspeople, getting them back here.
I vote for that.
I also agree.
You point, I'll go.
As useless as I think these guards are, it's not difficult to protect the fortress.
Okay. So I guess I guess that answered that. So I guess in the morning we're gonna go searching for the caves, or that's what we decided, I guess.
Well, they said a day and a half, right? Like within the next day and a half, we should be returning.
Well, they don't know. They're assuming.
So I would say, today is that day, right? And tomorrow is the half. So I would say let's just wait today and tomorrow. Let's go. Or maybe the half a day if you want to wait.
Like in the morning or the next morning?
Not tomorrow morning. Or tomorrow afternoon, whatever you guys want.
And where are you guys at while this discussion's happening? While you're all sitting around, where are you actually eating at?
I mean, it would probably make more sense for us to do it up. Like, how much space is in the tower? Is there enough for us to all be up there?
The keep?
No, up by the drawbridge or north of the town.
Well, yeah, 5-foot squares. So, I mean, those towers are probably just about 10 feet by 10 feet.
All right, so we could kind of
the guards are kind of sitting, leaning up against the outside walls and just having a discussion. You know, just talk.
Okay.
I would agree. I would rather eat somewhere where there's grass under me.
Oh, all right. So I was thinking maybe we could keep watch out the tower while we're eating and discussing.
Nah, the incompetent guards have that down.
All right, then probably closer to the windmill if you're looking for grass. I don't think there's a point for us to go down to the keep.
It's pretty drafty.
Be nice.
Where? Oh, by the windmill?
No, the keep.
Oh,
It's got
yeah,
big
yeah.
holes in it.
So I guess like maybe down here.
All right, I'll move. Aila
Actually,
down
probably this would probably be the
Yeah,
best
somewhere over
place,
here.
so that we're
Closer to
within
the
earshot of the guards.
Or an eye shot at least.
Yeah.
I bring a chair from the inn.
there. You go back into the inn.
Just to grab a chair if we're gonna be sitting in the grass and having our
right.
meal.
Once you step into the inn, give me a perception check.
Ah, my good skill.
Oh yeah, nailed it.
The persuasion check.
Oh, dang it.
Oops, that is my old eyes.
I mean, you could take the roll.
Well, what's
just
the
not
roll?
your
Yeah, what's your
perception.
roll plus your? What would be
Yeah.
your perception
It
modifier?
would be -1, so either of
That's
those
exactly
would
what
be.
It'd have been a 17. Yeah.
It's the same
All right,
thing.
so yeah, you grab a chair and you head back down and kind of waddle back down, and you have a chair with you sitting next to everybody in the grass. And then as you guys are finishing eating and having your discussion about what you were going to do, you guys can still see the guards up near the drawbridge tower, but you hear the whistle from the keep. Well, that's where the guard is, up on top of the keep.
Oh,
And here's a whistle, and then the other guards they move a little bit closer, and then they're looking up at that guy that's up there on watch now. And the guy up on the keep is flashing hand signals to Sidari, who's down by the keep, or down by the drawbridge. Sidiri.
I look over to them. I'm very alarmed.
So I look at the guard. Can I determine what his hand signals mean?
Nope. You're
Okay.
no. It looks like it's something that they have come up with or have used
Okay.
as guards of the town. It's something, just something they've made up.
All right. Can we tell if it's like if the guy's freaking out or just
Nope, pretty calm.
okay? Perhaps the villagers approach. So I guess
Yeah, and then you start to see two of the guards. They go into the drawbridge area, and you start hearing slowly the drawbridge is starting to lower. And Sidiri is standing here in the middle.
all right.
Definitely want to investigate that out.
Yeah. So I guess we kind of wrap up what we were talking. I guess, is everybody down with us or on the lawn, or are we split up? I assume
I'm
we
moving
all...
to the dropper at this point.
Yeah,
I was with you.
Sit on a
Okay.
rock.
All right. So I guess we just kind of break the meal and break whatever discussion we were having. I think we've got an idea what we're doing, and then kind of head up there to, or I do, to see what's
Okay.
going on.
Aila will follow. All right, so you still hear the bridge kind of lowering. Sidiri is kind of looking out, watching the bridge go down, waiting expectantly.
All right, and I ask who approaches.
She says, Torum just sent the sign, says one person approaches from the north, but he can't quite tell who or what it is, but it's only one.
Okay.
And
So I guess
let me put it out here.
so the guys that open the drawbridge, are they in the tower, or are they still on the? I guess I can probably move myself. Are they? I guess they're in the towers.
Yeah, they're working the mechanisms inside the
Oh, okay.
tower buildings, and that's lowering the drawbridge.
Um,
Steery's standing here.
all right. Can you see them from there?
It's on the map now, so yeah, the person seems to be coming down from the north side and is heading towards the drawbridge. And it is the sun has just started to set, so it is kind of a shadowy figure. You're not getting a lot of detail, but it's definitely humanoid. You know, walking on 2 feet, and it's just walking, kind of not fast, not running, but walking towards you guys, towards the drawbridge.
All right. Do you recognize who that is, or can you see them?
Yeah, Sidiri moves, and she can't. The drawbridge is down now, and it's still, because it's now the sun has gone down. It's gotten dark enough that you can't quite see. It's still a humanoid person walking this way, normal pace. She yells out to Alara to start lighting torches on the tower, and so Alara starts lighting up torches here at the drawbridge so that we get some light around the drawbridge.
All right, so I suggest to Sidiri. Am I saying that right? Sidiri?
Yes, Sidiri. Yep.
So I suggest to Sidiri that until you can identify who that person is, that perhaps they should raise the drawbridge by half and stand watch in the towers to identify.
She looks at you. She's like, "Well, it's just one. I mean, we have like 8 people here."
In the back, you just hear Ian go, "Incompetent."
Nice.
There is light here now from torches right here too. Now, you guys might have a better chance of seeing.
Well, I'm not
person
walking
than-
out to the drawbridge yet, and I wouldn't know who they look like, so there's no point in me looking out. So I don't know who they are. So I'm going to insist that it would be prudent to at least raise the bridge by half and parlay from the bridge rather than just let anybody come up, because we don't know who that person could be. It doesn't matter if it's 1 or 10. One could be powerful enough to take us all out.
As he's saying this, I enter the guard tower and I climb up it.
Okay. Yeah. So she tells. Okay. She turns to Alara and Kaylin, and she says, "Go ahead and man the winches again. If I yell, raise this bridge."
and I
It's here
ask,
waiting.
if would you be able to recognize everyone from this town?
Oh yeah. Yes, I would be able to recognize anybody that lived in this town.
Okay.
And then go ahead and give me a perception check, Ian, as you get to the top of the tower.
Perception markets.
Oh, there you go. Nice roll. Always complaining about low rolls.
No kidding.
I mean, it's still a 14.
You can see that it's a human, short brown hair, and seems to be wounded. That's why they're walking a little bit slower, and does appear to have the same guard uniform that Sidiri and the other four are wearing. And do you see it on the map now? I put them out by the little the big north-south thing.
Oh, I can't see that far, but I will keep that in mind.
Oh, let me. Oh yeah, go ahead and put yourself out. I realize you're in the tower, but go ahead and put yourself out on the drawbridge so you get a better view. But we know you're on the tower.
Okay.
So that's what you see.
Is there a guard below me?
Yeah. You see Sidiri is kind of standing on the very first part of the wood in the bridge, and there's one guard that's down inside the tower that you climbed, and you saw the other guard that was still in the tower to the south of you.
I look down. Well, I call to Sidiri. Well, no, not even Sidiri. I don't care for her that much. I look down at the guard in my tower, and I'm just like, it looks like one of you, but injured. And that's
Okay.
it.
And he yells. Well, he rushes out and tells Sidiri, and Sidiri and which one's going to go? Sidiri and Kaelin will go out and help the guy, meet him kind of this way, and then help him the rest of the way in.
All right, I'll stand by the drawbridge while they do that.
And this one kind of stands with you. And they make it to the drawbridge. Let's bring them in.
I jump back down.
And yeah, you can see as everybody can see now as they're coming into the light. And it's not real dark yet, but it's starting to get dark. That he's been wounded. It looks like he's been shot, and he's got an arrow that's kind of sticking out of his shoulder, but it looks like he might have broke the point off, but he hasn't actually pulled the bolt out. There's a lot of blood down the front of his uniform, and you don't see any weapons on him. He looks really disheveled, and they're kind of just helping him in, shoulder to shoulder, and they're bringing him in. And he as he walks in and walks by you guys, he's just like, you hear him muttering, "Thirsty, really thirsty." So one of the guards runs off into the inn to get something for him to drink, and then they kind of just set him down here outside, and then the other two guards start raising the drawbridge again.
I'll wave to
I'll approach and see if I can do anything about his wounds.
yeah, and I'll help the guards raise the drawbridge.
Okay, so Sidiri will. So it's raising up, and yeah, Armel, you see, you can do a medicine check. Go ahead and just give us a medicine roll. Yeah, you're able to pull the arrow out. You recognize it as immediately that it's a goblin arrow, similar to the arrows that you've seen all strewn around as you guys were in a pitched battle with the goblins. And you're able to go ahead and stop the bleeding, dress the wound. They bring him some water and a little bit of bread, and they have him sitting here, and they're letting him kind of catch his breath and drink some water and shove some food down his face while they're sitting here, and the bridge is slowly being raised. And just a few minutes go by. You guys kind of give them time to get that down, and then Sidiri looks at him and says, Well, actually, Sideri's standing as he's eating and drinking water. She's kind of standing near who's ever right there in earshot and says, "This is Gillen Waite. He's one of the guards that went with the townspeople. We saw him leave when the attack happened. We assumed he went to the caves north with the townsfolk."
Then why is he here?
You ask him that?
Yeah.
Why are you here? Because this is my home. Oh, okay. He kind of looks at you and he's very thankful. He's with pleading eyes, or with really kind of pain-filled eyes from having to make it back. And he's like, "I was with the townsfolk. We made it to the caves, but the caves, them horrible, horrible caves." And he kind of stutters out a little bit. Kind of goes vacant for a moment. And then he's...
More goblins? I ask.
Says, "Yeah, there's goblins and more. A lot of them. We didn't know they were in those caves. We just walked right in. We just blundered in and didn't even know. But everybody was so scared of rocks falling from the sky that nobody was really paying attention. I ran for it and I got away, but I was shot. And I don't even know if they're following me or what. But I just kept walking. I just kept going as far as I could to get back."
And your people?
Captured by the goblins.
I grab up my axe and start heading that direction.
All right, you gonna have somebody lower the bridge for you?
Whoa.
Nope, right off the bridge.
If they don't, I guess I jump. Unless somebody stops me like, "Hey, whoa," that kind of thing.
Yeah, whoa,
Hey,
whoa.
whoa.
No, let's see where this goes.
No.
I love you, Teagraiel.
The forest, it's dangerous at night, Dwarf.
He says, Gillen, so the Gilan, for anybody writing it down, Gillen Waite, Wayte. He's like, "It's not just goblins either. There's other things in there, big. I don't know what they were, but they were big and mean."
God, these are the worst guards in the world.
How big is big?
Twice your height, twice your width.
Take that at like face value. Goblin.
What was the biggest fish you caught?
Biggest fish. He's puzzled. I don't know if I've ever caught a fish. Not a fisherman. I'm a town guard.
Oh, these guards are my favorite people.
The goblins are my favorite people.
Jarral just grunts. So Greybeard, what's Greybeard doing?
Someone said, "Whoa," so I stopped.
Okay.
Whoa.
You were going out the drawbridge, or trying to?
Yep,
Yeah,
that's where I was headed.
Kalen's like, Kalen pulled his sword. He's like, "Yeah, let's go with Greybeard. Let's go get our people back." And Sideri's kind of like with you guys, just settle down, just slow down. We've already had enough problems here. Let's think this through.
We need more information before we barge in. Otherwise, we'll end up just like the townspeople.
Jarral just kind of leans up against the wall and crosses his arms and just watches.